It was a cool autumn evening in 2014 in the quiet town of Millfield, Ohio. Hollow Creek Road was the kind of place where nothing ever seemed to happen, a narrow stretch of pavement surrounded by tall cornfields and dark woods. But on October 18th, that illusion of peace was shattered when 28-year-old Emma Clarkson disappeared without a trace. What began as a missing person case quickly spiraled into something far darker, a tale of secrets, betrayal, and horror hiding in plain sight. This is the haunting story of the vanishing on Hollow Creek Road. Emma Clarkson was known around Millfield as friendly and dependable. She worked at the local library, volunteered at a shelter, and was saving up to return to college. On the evening of October 18th, Emma left work around 7:45 p.m. She called her sister, saying she was heading home, but she never arrived. By 9 p.m., her phone went straight to voicemail. At midnight, her car was found abandoned along Hollow Creek Road, doors locked, keys missing, and her purse sitting neatly in the passenger seat. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. Search parties scoured the fields and woods. Dogs tracked Emma's scent for nearly half a mile, only to lose it near the creek bed. Detectives began to suspect foul play. But who would want to harm Emma? She had no known enemies, or so it seemed. Soon, investigators discovered Emma had been keeping secrets of her own. A string of unsettling text messages was found on her phone from an unknown number. Messages that read, "You can't ignore me forever, and we need to talk." Who was this mysterious sender? The first suspect was Emma's ex-boyfriend, Ryan Hale, a local mechanic with a volatile temper. Witnesses claimed he had been drinking heavily the night Emma disappeared. But Ryan had an alibi. He was seen at a bar across town. Then suspicion turned to Emma's co-worker, Lydia Brooks. The two women had reportedly argued at the library days before Emma vanished. Police searched Lydia's apartment, but found nothing linking her to the crime. Finally, a third suspect emerged, a drifter named Charlie Denon, who had been spotted walking Hollow Creek Road that same night. Locals described him as unstable, often muttering to himself. Charlie denied ever seeing Emma, but his story shifted under questioning. Still, there was no hard evidence. The case was growing colder by the day. Months later, a shocking discovery reignited the investigation. A hunter exploring deep woods 2 miles from Hollow Creek Road stumbled upon a set of keys partially buried in the dirt. They were traced back to Emma's car. Forensic analysis revealed fingerprints, but they didn't belong to Emma, Ryan, Lydia, or even Charlie Denon. Instead, they matched someone completely unexpected. Emma's neighbor, 47-year-old Richard Calloway. Richard lived just 3 houses down from Emma. A quiet man, known for fixing his lawn at odd hours. He had never been on the police's radar. But now, detectives had to ask, how did Emma's keys end up in his possession? When police searched Calloway's property, what they uncovered shocked the town. Hidden beneath his shed was a makeshift underground room, lined with shelves, blankets, and personal belongings. Among them, Emma's missing library name tag. Though Emma's body was never found, investigators believe Calloway had abducted her that night. But the motive was unclear. Some speculated obsession. Neighbors recalled how Richard often lingered near the library, quietly watching Emma. Others suspected a much darker compulsion. But before the case could go to trial, Richard Calloway was found dead in his jail cell. Official reports said suicide. Yet many in Millfield whispered that someone didn't want the full truth to come out. To this day, the case of Emma Clarkson haunts Hollow Creek Road. No body has ever been found, and unanswered questions linger. Was Richard Calloway truly responsible, or was he just a convenient scapegoat? And what really happened on that October night in 2014? Sometimes the scariest part of the story is not what we know, but what remains hidden in the shadows. If you found our stories interesting and want to see more, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.